Hello, fellow scientists. I am outside in my backyard today. You can probably hear the neighbors' kids across the bayou hollering and screaming on their trampoline. I'll show you a little bit. You can't really see them, but you see over there? That's where they're at. They are jumping and playing. And I am sitting outside on my back patio enjoying nature. And I thought I would tell you about something I found today. So, do you remember before we left, we were talking about seeds. We were talking about plants. And we were talking about how they grow from seeds. Sometimes though, like a fern, you have spores that scatter with the wind. But we were discussing seeds. So I had drawn for you at the front of the room on a big chart. We had this thing that looked like this. It was our bean. Ms. Brazel's kind of being messy right now. I'm so sorry. And we said that on the outside of our bean there was a seed coat. And remember when we tried to crack those seed coats and how hard they were? They were so hard that we even stomped on them and some of them never cracked. But we did get to crack some, and then we had some soaked in water. Remember that? And so we opened those up and we had something that looked like this. Here was one side of the bean and here was the other side of the bean. And we said on the inside we had stored food. And we had, what did we have? We had a little bitty, and most of us found it, we had a baby plant, or what we call an embryo. E-M-B-R-Y-O. You can check my spelling if you need to. All right. Well, guess what? I found something today that I want to show you. It kind of goes along with this. Ms. Brazel's going to put her glasses on, and we're going to walk across my patio, and I am going to pull up a baby. See, my fountain's here, and it's got a leaf in it, and it's growing at the base of that fountain. It has water that's coming off the fountain, and so I'm going to pull it up and try not to destroy it. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And I'm gonna move a little more into the shade. So here we go. We're gonna go back over to the table. And I'm gonna show you the different parts of a baby oak tree. Now, remember, this is not a bean, this is an oak. And if you see right here, this is the seed coat. It came from an acorn. You see that? Acorn, as you all would correct me. It came from this, and it was all inside of this. And when the water got on it and it watered it, it sprouted. And all that baby, look at there. We can see where the baby came out. There's the baby, and it started growing, and it grew this tree. And if this tree was allowed to stay by my fountain, guess what would happen? It would grow to be a huge oak tree. You see that up there? That is an oak tree. And that's what it would look like when it got to be grown. But this is what it looks like as a little plant. See its roots? You see all of this right here? That's roots that's growing out. This grew downward for moisture and stabilization. Here's little feeders. They're soaking up water and nutrients to grow the plant. And this was the stored food right here. So if I take this apart, it looks like it used up a lot of this side. That's kind of gross. And it came off from that embryo. That's already hard. And on this side of it, pardon my hands being dirty, but that's what happens when you're a scientist. And there is the other side. This is stored food over here. Notice it didn't use up a lot of that side. I guess it didn't need it. So this is what it would look like. It's already putting on leaves. If you go outside in your backyard and you look around, you might could find exactly this somewhere growing in your yard, because this is the time of the year that plants grow and they start to grow. But I just wanted to remind you about what happens with seeds. And I wanted to encourage you to think like a scientist. And I want to encourage you to go out in your backyard and see what you might could find. And see if you can find some seeds that might be growing, like an acorn that's growing, or maybe you planted a seed and you're going to look to see. So don't forget, stay curious and stay safe. See y'all later. Bye-bye.